What's up, everybody? This is Tanner Elements 92. I'll show you video the project I am working in. It's currently my Ela remake. Right now I want to show a tutorial about how to do a lock system. And without further delay, here we go. Now I want to demonstrate to you exactly how it works. I want to show you how it works. People have videos. I'm sorry if my videos and I have yet to know how to fix that. And I would love some tips on that. But as you can see, my character, I am not moving my character except for using his attack speed. You can see I have orientated the movements. I need to work that as well. But as you can see, I attack on the enemy in progress because I have my soft lock and my face soft lock system code, activated. As you can see. Now, I'll show you a demonstration on that. I'm sorry if it was lagging. I still for that. Now, how can I do it? Now, there are rarely videos of, people, showing tutorials of stuff. If I'm wrong about this, please correct me. Show me, exactly where it's at, but I have yet to find any. I have yet to find any. So I decided to make my own, and if people can show me how to improve, show me how to make it, please show me. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I just want to show you exactly how I did it. Now, this is my character blueprint. Yeah, this is my character. So, yeah, but this is blueprint. Now, this is the function. I am currently inside my fine soft lock target function. As you can see, it is right here. Highlighted, fine soft lock target. Now find the soft lock target, and later I'm gonna show you how to face the target. See, I know my code is a bit disorganized, so and I'm still working on it. And later I will post a video of the code being straight up. But right now I just want to show you that it is possible. Now, but I do got to organize here. These are the variables I use it. I have the current soft target variable as an actor type. That way, it knows exactly what it looking for. And I have set to the enemies I have, and this set it to an actor. Just set it to an actor. Now, how to differentiate that? Right now, the current soft target is where I have my character currently attacking the target that he's facing, that is near him. Here I have my range. As you can see, it's practically 1,000. It'll show you what exactly I use that for. As you can see, I have it set up as a less than with a distant. Done too much. Branch nodes and as you said, soft target because I have all these branches set to true. Now I have the angle to where what is greater than, like just like that. I'm sorry. And then I have my soft lock rotation speed. Basically, I can make at the speed to rotate my character to the current enemy. I'm still working on the basics. I'm still trying to work out the kinks. I'm not an expert at this. And finally, I have my where it's not in the function. It's going to be in the blue. I have where I can explain where I can activate the soft lock during the event during where I play. I'm showing you a huge to make sure y'all get this understandable. Now, as you can see, this is the main, the main function, here. And I want to show you, I'm going to explain this section of code right here. I have my sphere over. I think sphere radius practically, and it's kind of invisible, but nevertheless, it is firing in the air. Now, the reason why it is important, because this is going to help me differentiate between my enemies and my allies. And this code right here, this get after location, I want to show that part. Now, this where I have to attach to this other get after location, I'm gonna call this one self get after location because that will be this one get after location. Now self get after location, that's the character I want to use to identify other targets. I want to use this like Terra. I want to use Terra to look at the other targets. And thanks to this little variable here reference to self, you know, now I'm sure this is quite obvious. I want this thing, I want this function to ignore my character. Yes, I want it to ignore it, or else otherwise he'll be targeting himself. He'll be targeting himself. Yes. So thanks to this, I was figuring it out. Now I have a class filter. Now I created a blueprint known as the enemy base. Now, if y'all want to do that, that's fine. But it really will help. Some of y'all probably already did it. Some of y'all didn't do it. So I mean, I'm just doing this. Yeah, I'm saying this ones who didn't know, or mainly who don't know. That's because I didn't know this. And this will help when it comes to you don't want to go for the fight. You know, I gotta use this character blueprint, but that's all I did with it. I ain't do nothing else. I ain't add no code. I need to make sure that the spine soft target was able to locate my enemies. And I have a variable to it that is alive. Now this boolean is going to be important. This boolean is important, and obviously it's because you don't want to target a dead person. I mean, what's the point? What you gonna do? Beat up a corpse? Yeah, yes, it's alive. Once the enemy has no important function to play, you will want that soft target code to deactivate. You want it to end. Finito. Done. Finished. Next enemy. As you saw, as I demonstrated earlier. Let me see here. Let me see some real quick. I want to demonstrate that once the enemy is dead, he can no longer fight. Sorry, give me a minute. That's like these other guys here, but just bear with me. Now, I'm sorry if my computer's glitching. I want to. And that's it. See? My character can no longer fight somebody who's no longer there. That's it. Can't do nothing. So he's just going to continue forward until another enemy appears. Let's get to the code. Now, and now you see where that function plays as. Now, I had the after class filter set to enemy to BP. That's my name filter. That's my name class filter. Now, I'm going to talk about enemies that I create. Don't mind another code. I just want to show you the class settings. You hit here. And I use that to make your parent class because it's automatically going to be like that. It's going to automatically be like that. And as you can see, BP enemy base. That's exactly what I have. And I have the code. In this case, my Goblin Grunt base in class with the BP enemy base. Now, I hope everybody understood that. And that, that's me. Now, as I explained that this is the section of code that I use. This will help me, who my enemy, who I got targeted. This is who I got targeting the enemy. Me, my character that I created. This is the enemy that I want to target right here. Now, how can I demonstrate that? Well, that's what this actors come to play. And as you can see, I have set up a loop because as soon as I kill one enemy, I'm going out the other one, I'm going out the other one, I'm going out the other one until I have no more enemies left. Now this is my enemy location. Get my enemy actor location. It's basically, as I said it. This is the guy I want to fight. This is the guy I want to target. And well, as you can see, as you saw, I targeted him. Now your array element for your each loop node is going to be used multiple times here. It's going to be used multiple times. As you can see, I say I'm sorry that my code is not just I'm not just myself as I go. I'm going to be fixing it and I'm going to be making it more organized. But yeah, as you can see, my array element is being used quite a bit. Now, I want to explain this section code. As you can see, I have it as my BP enemy base. Now, why do I not have it to my BP enemy goblins? It's so simple because the cache to BP enemy base, long as I have that, and as you can saw in this section, after class filter, whoever has this parental class, that's exactly who I'm going to be targeting. And as you know, that's a goblin. That's the goblin, meaning I can do damage to the goblins. I can do damage to anything I have in the enemy base class. Now, as enemy base class, or as enemy base, as you can see, I have a gun set as my target, and alive. As long as he's alive, again, he will be targeted. But once he dies, that's it. He's gone, and there's no more target. That's you. Now, your vectors always come in handy for this. Your position. So I might subtract because again, I want to show you exactly with distance. I'll give you an example of that. See where I have my player location right here? That or myself actor get at the location. This I won't use it because this is the actor I want to locate. It wouldn't make no sense for me to set up using 3 nodes when I can just have one and I can connect it just like that, as you can see. See, I have it connected because that's where the sphere is originated from. Then, secondly, I have it to the distant vector here connected to, because the reason why I don't have it connected to 1, because this is, again, I say my enemy get at the location is the one who I am targeting. And lastly, I got subtract because this is I'm going to, click, like, or the distance I'm trying to close in, basically. Now, as you can see, I have my get forward active right here, and I'm set up to where my character is doing that. Here's the distance. You can see that's what this lock range is. If it's less than 1,000, then I'm not going to be able to see it. That way, I won't be able to target somebody that's all the way out there. Like, there's no sense if I have an enemy that's either right beside me or right near me. That's the 5 target. The original, like I said, the original comes to play, and then here's the angle. This helps me be able to focus and focus on the enemy. I know I'm reading this as I'm going because I use Chat GPT for help. You want to take pictures or you just use this. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining it correctly, but I just like some of these. And as you saw in the earlier demonstrations, it works perfectly. Now, if y'all, I'm gonna zoom out, just in case somebody wants to screenshot the code, take the code. Sorry if it's not organized, but as you can see, this is exactly how I set up my code until I, fix it up. Now we're gonna head to the other function. Soft target phase. I'm sorry, I have it messed up. Now, as usual, I have it. As usual, this one's much more short, but it's a lot more. This one's more short. As usual, this is my self-target self-actor location. This is one I keep telling you. I want to go looking for the enemy. This is the current target who I have labeled as an actor, or in this case, the goblins I'm looking for. This is the one who I want to get spotted. I use the is valid to helps me verify I'm looking at the correct target, I'm watching correctly. And here's the get actor location. Because remember, but always remember, and keep on differentiate. You want to make sure you want your character to be the main one looking for the enemy. You want your character to be for the enemy. You don't want your character to look for, anything else. If you have to be looking for the target, and I quote, as my enemy. It's the have it as my enemy. All as you can see, look, I got the fine look at rotation, break rotator, make rotator. But always make sure it's fine, but if you do it, I'm not judging you because heck, I did it. Always make sure you use y'all. Don't use the roll, don't use the pitch, use y'all. Use it. Unless you got some thing going on, which it's fine. But always make sure you're using y'all. Now I got my this is the actor who I want to spin. See, this is helping me face my enemy. This is the actor I want to look at the enemy. Hey, look at the enemy over there. This is the actor. I'm still at the rotation. As you see, this is my soft lock rotation speed, meaning that how fast you want to face this guy. Boom. You don't make sure you got it at a decent speed. Like I got mine at 8 for now. But make sure you have it at a decent speed. Like what? Like hold on. Who am I facing next? You want to make sure you have a decent speed so you're comfortable. See, this is it right here. Now, how did I apply this to my event graph? And again, like I said, I'm still working on the kinks. This is my however set up, however you got your attack or your offense set up. That's fine. This is how I got mine set up. You want to be sure that you got the event playing in your event graph. You want to make sure that it's playing in your event graph. Otherwise, you got this function that is cool, but if your character cannot, utilize it, so I have my first function, had this, function playing in my event graph, find soft law target. It fires up, boom, I got my enemy target. Now, okay, that's cool. That's cool. You're saying that, but what about your facing your soft targets? Oh, that's easy. That's what the event. as you see, I have it set up to where it's attacking is false because you don't want it act automatic activate your attack him. Like if it ain't no target to attack, this will only activate when you I straight that for you. I'm just trying to figure the question out like that. All right, enemy done. As you can see, as you can see, no more enemy, no more target. Then that's it. I hope this helps somebody. And if y'all got questions you want to ask me, just ask.